Okay, so what's up? Gonna make the rest of this character. Okay, so we have four-tailed, six-tailed, and now we're gonna do nine-tailed. So four-tailed's kind of a little AoE type of character with a single target skill. So we've got targeting all enemies, dealing 10 damage. The following turn, this skill's cost is increased by one random chakra and deals 10 additional damage. So that's kind of like a throwback to the original Naruto-Arena Kyuubi four-tailed. The 20 damage to all for 2 random. So you can still achieve that. Okay, so also that's gonna like persist if you use it consecutively, but it's not going to stack. So it's just ever always going to be 20 if you use it consecutively, but um, yeah. So this skill deals 5 additional damage for every turn Chakra Amass has channeled. So what Chakra Amass does is it channels for up to 2 turns, reducing the cost of his skills by 1 random chakra each turn. So this is what this does. So first turn you use it, your next turn it's going to, you're going to have Shockwave's going to cost nothing, Tailed Beast Bomb's going to cost 1 random. The turn after that, Tailed Beast Bomb's going to cost nothing, Shockwave's going to cost nothing, but it's going to deal 10 more damage, and Tailed Beast Bomb's going to cost nothing, and activate instantly, because if you're channeling Chakra Mass while you use it, it activates instantly instead of channeling, because originally it's a channel. Alright, and then when that turn ends, if you didn't use the skill, you're going to gain 2 random chakra, and then your skills are going to revert back. Alright, so, Chakra or Tailed Beast Bomb, it channels for 1 turn. Okay, when the channel ends, 1 enemy is dealt 35 damage that bypasses invulnerability. If Chakra Mass was channeling, when the skill was channeling, it doesn't channel, it activates instantly. So, cool. Then let's talk about his form here. You've got 25% unpierceable damage reduction rounded up. All healing on him is reduced by 33% or 1/3, and it will be 1/3 of the original cost. And at 60 HP, the skill will change to six-tailed form. So let me talk about six-tailed. So you got six-tailed. Naruto channels with this first skill. So targeting 1 enemy, dealing 5 affliction damage. This skill's damage increases by 5 every turn. So it'll be 5, and then next turn 10, next turn 15, next turn 20. Once it reaches 20, it's going to reset. It's going to go back to 5, and then it's going to start again. 5, then 10, then 20. No, then 15, then 20. Okay, so if you're using Chakra Stockpile, which is his S2, which gains you 1 ninjutsu and improves this skill next time it's used, you can't stack this, and you gotta use Fire Bombardment. Ooh, let me fix that. You gotta use Fire Bombardment until you can use this again. But, so if you had improved this skill, S1, with S2, when you use this, it's going to start out at 10 damage and increase by 10. So it's going to be 10, 20, next turn 10, next turn 20, next turn 10, next turn 20. It's just going to rotate back and forth between those two. And it's a channel, so you can't use any skill while you cast this, or it will stop, obviously. Okay, so you've got S3, which is a passive skill, actually. So when Naruto falls to 40 HP, this skill activates. When this happens, he becomes invulnerable, and he begins healing 10 HP every turn until he reaches 60 HP, okay? So if Naruto uses a new skill during this time, so if you're at 50 HP, you have 1 turn to do this, okay? If you're at 50 HP, use a new skill, or you're going to revert back to four-tailed form, or the first form, for the rest of the game. So this is your option to either be able to change to another form, which is 3 forms. So you have 4, 6, 9, which I will show you in a second. We're going to go and make it, but it becomes 9-tailed form for the rest of the game if you reach 30 HP. But once you reach 40, you're going to start healing to 60. If you reach 60, you become 4-tailed for the rest of the game. That can't change back. You stay this kit. So basically this character can be 3 or 1, your choice, or well 2, but yeah. So let's say you use a skill and you cancel this effect. It can only activate once, so oops. So it's canceled for the rest of the game. Back to, let me change this, sorry. Four-tailed form, rest of the game can only activate once. Okay, so six-tailed form. He has 50% unpierceable, so this had 25% unpierceable. All healing is reduced by 66%, or 2/3. And at 30 HP, this skill becomes 9-tailed form for the rest of the game. Alright, nine-tailed form. You know what? I want to add something to this because it's a little strong. Every time Naruto takes, or Naruto uses a new skill, he takes 5 affliction damage. Let's see what Fred has to say. Nice, okay. Let's go on to nine-tailed Kyuubi Naruto. So, 75% unpierceable damage reduction, rounded up. Ignores non-damage effects, cannot be healed, and cannot die from enemy damage. You're probably like, whoa, that's OP. But see how those skills all cost 3 chakra? So 3 random, 1 specific, 2 random, 3 specific. When Naruto is at 1 HP, so if you get him to 1 health, if you're an enemy when Naruto is at 1 HP, he does not cast, if he does not cast a new skill each turn, so if he doesn't use a skill each turn, he dies. So even though he can't die from enemy damage, he dies from lack of chakra. So let's make it. I want it to be something strong and something, similar to this. So let's make Firestream a channel. Naruto channels. Or Kyuubi channels. Because he turns into the Kyuubi at this point. Kyuubi channels. Dealing. 15 affliction damage to the enemy team. So this is every turn while you're channeling. I'm gonna make this tie into Hellfire Apocalypse. If Hellfire, you like that name, Hellfire Apocalypse? Hellfire Apocalypse is active. This skill damage is increased by, and we'll wait a second. Meteor Shower is gonna be. I like to select my costs before I make the skill. It gives me like a good idea of how I want the character to be, what direction I want to take the skills in. Naruto rains meteors down on the enemy team. And after 1 turn passes, this is going to be visible, and they're going to have 1 turn to avoid this, but we're going to make it a full AoE stun. It deals 10 damage and 10 affliction damage to all targets, and stuns them for 1 turn. 2 CD. Physical. Rate chakra 2. Ranged. Instant. Everyone's going to have a turn to react to this. So after 1 turn, it's going to deal 10 damage, 10 affliction, and stun that enemy team for 1 turn. Oh, you know what? I'm going to make it so he can set these on fire with this skill. Ooh, yeah. If Meteor Shower is active, you know what? Make it just 20 damage, no affliction yet. If Fire Stream is used before this skill, hold up. You know what? I kind of want to make this 2 random and deal 10 damage. Okay. If Fire Stream is used before this skill, you know what? 20 damage. But I'm going to give him 2 turns to react, so we can do some interesting stuff. before the skill ends. It will deal 10 additional affliction damage. No, we'll make it 15 and make this damage 15 and then 15. There we go. Kyuubi channels dealing. You know what? 10 affliction damage to the enemy team. And 5 affliction damage for the rest of the game. So this is even if the skill ends or he stops channeling. Each time Kyuubi casts this skill, its damage increases by 5 on its next use. So he gets stronger every time he uses a skill. This can stack. Make it 3 turns. No, 2. 2 should be good. Because I want him to be able to use a skill every turn. No, we'll make it 1. Okay. Chakra, range, channel. And for the big boy, Hellfire Apocalypse. You know what? We're gonna even increase this cast. Look at that. Naruto targets all enemies. Dealing... I wanted to make it... Actually, hold up. We're gonna do this. Targets all enemies. And after 1 turn passes, they take 20 affliction damage. For the rest, 15. Affliction damage for the rest of the game. No, we'll make it 20. No, we'll make it 15. I just want them to hit... No, 20, because we can make Kyuubi just... I want him to be able to finish the enemy team off. Well, 15 should probably be best. Sorry, I'm just indecisive, but... 15 affliction damage for the rest of the game. The skill bypasses invulnerability. And while it is active, Meteor Shower activates instantly. Yeah. There we go. Cooldown. This skill can only activate once. So it doesn't need a cooldown. Chakra, range, instant, bypassing. And we're done. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this will be balanced. Guess we'll see. I'm gonna go send it to you guys and see what you guys think. Peace.